Today I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to be drilling into my 29er Venzo frame. It is an aluminum frame, so it shouldn't be too hard to drill into it. And what I'm going to do is I want to route an internal dropper post. So what I did is I'm going to use my KS Lev dropper post from my other bike since I bought a new one for it. And this frame is a good one to experiment with because it already comes with internal routing. Now this internal routing is for a front derailleur. So it actually has a stop here. So I'm going to actually drill into the plastic so that the cable guide goes through instead of stopping, because I need the cable guide to go all the way through. It'll come down inside the frame, this external routing for the brake, and it'll come out the back, right out there. And originally the cable would come up to the derailleur. I'm just going to loop the housing over this into the drilled out seat post and onto my dropper post. So with an awl I marked right there, that's about a place where I can actually get the drill in there at an angle. Now for the pilot hole, I'm going to go with a smaller bit and I'm going to go straight in. It's just going to make it easier. Like I said, I would not recommend this. You do this at home. I'm pretty sure it's going to void the warranty on your frame. It's an inexpensive frame, so I don't have much to lose. That looks like it gives me a pretty good angle there. So this just screws out. So when I got that out, I found there's no real screw here. So what it is, there's a backing, plastic is in there. I'm going to fish it out. So these are the two parts. So this is actually the part that has the cable stop, and that was inside the frame. So it'll go through there and it has the cable stop there. My mistake was taking the screw completely out. So now that, if you have one of these, I'd never seen one of these, it's a pretty cool mechanism. So that's how it works. So kind of locks in place. You can just do this and it goes right in there, and then you tighten it and it's in place. And so I went ahead and drilled the hole out. Now the cable will go right through there. And there it is. Don't tighten it too much because, like you saw, that's all plastic. If you tighten and strip it, it's gone. So now I should be able to just go ahead and thread my cable through there. Yeah, it went in real nice. Should just come out the bottom, out the back. So it came out the bottom through the tube. I can put this through here and then put it through the hole I made. So I did end up expanding this a little bit more with my Dremel, so it has a better angle to go in, and I just used one of these Dremel extensions, and that way I could really get in there and just ground that down at a better angle. And I expanded it a little bit so the cable goes in at a better angle like this, a little more parallel to the seat tube. So now as it goes in much easier, and the angle as it connects to the mechanism on the dropper post is going to be a lot better. Now I put my cable through, pardon the mess in the background, and I mocked, so I don't have this, the cable guide, so I don't have the actual cable through here because I'm going to have to cut this at a place where I can work with it, because then that's going to go back down, and then it's already mocked up down there to the lever. So I pushed it in as far as I could go with it still being into the lever. Now I can cut about here. That'll give me room to work with the actual dropper post mechanism without having too much excess. One thing I don't like about this KS Lev system is that the nipple on the cable itself goes into here, and then you work with the open end of the cable and have to do all your adjustments here and then put it back in. Most posts, you have the nipple with an adapter directly to the mechanism, and then you just thread through your thumb activator and pinch bolt it. Much easier mechanism, or much easier way to work with than this one. Don't forget your end caps. So on this KS Lev, you have this little adapter that's going to hook up to your mechanism on your dropper post, and it's going to be put on there with a 2 and 3 millimeter hex. You just slide that onto the cable like so, and it's going to be about 10 millimeters above your stop. So I'm going to measure that about 10 millimeters, tighten it, and that's where it gets kind of tricky. Like I said, you adjusting it is a pain because you're adjusting at the seat tube instead of at the lever like most other posts. So I actually set it about 15 millimeters, so I had some extra room, because once you snip this, there's no going back. There we go. It looks about right. Now I'm just dry fitting this, but you should put a little assembly lube there just to test it out, make sure it actually actuates. That feels right now. And oh yeah. Here's the final result. Really happy with how it came out. I put my cockpit like I wanted. I have my Southpaw lever here, KS Lev, going into the frame, coming out the bottom, back into the frame. It looks very clean. Thanks for watching.